So you want to rewrite something like x squared minus 5x minus 1 by completing the square. Well, the first place to focus is here, and we have got something a little bit awkward here because it's an odd number, so we're going to have to end up with a fraction, but that doesn't make this much more difficult. That's what we'd write out at first, x minus 5 over 2 squared, so we're halving this coefficient here. And if I was to expand that, x minus 5 over 2 times x minus 5 over 2, well, we would get x squared, and then minus 5 over 2x minus 5 over 2x, so minus 10 over 2x, which is minus 5x, which is exactly where we want it to be, remember. But also we'd get thrown out the minus 5 over 2 times the minus 5 over 2. So minus times a minus is a plus, and this is where it's so much better just to use fractions instead of decimals. 5 over 2 times 5 over 2 is just going to be 25 over 4. So we've recreated this like we wanted, but we've also, from this expansion, got this plus 25 over 4. But if we take that off there, then what we've got here is the exact equivalent of this, just written in a different form. And we're moving closer to the form we want, the completing the square form. We just need to make sure that this minus 1 doesn't get missed off, so I have to put the minus 1 on the end, and then we can simplify. So x minus 5 over 2 squared, and then we've got our minus 25 over 4 minus 1, so that's going to be minus 29 over 4. And there we have our complete the square form of this. And what we can read from this complete the square form, the reason for doing it, is that we can detect, we know that this quadratic is going to be a U shape, and therefore it's going to have a minimum point, and we can read off that minimum point from here. So we reverse the sign here and say that the minimum point is 5 over 2, or you could write 2.5 now if you wanted to. So 5 over 2, and this one here we keep, so minus 29 over 4. So we reverse the sign here to get 5 over 2, or 2.5, and we keep that, so we get minus 29 over 4, or you might say minus 7.25 at that point. So there we go.